Name him. Name your son. Fresh off of Pokemon content, let's get into more Pokemon content. So this is a weird one because this is gonna get a speculative. This is gonna get a little prediction-y. We're gonna make some predictions, okay? A lot of things about Scarlet and Violet have been leaked already, but we're not gonna touch any of that. And as far as, you know, like stats go, we don't really know anything about these Pokemon. We have a collection of Pokemon that Game Freak has just announced, or that we've known about for a little while, and the ever-lying question remains: what will you use? Which one of these will suck the least? Which one of these will actually be good? Which one of these will be like mid but like good enough for a playthrough? So just throwing this out there, we're not going off leaks. This is just pure speculation. You know, where's the fun in that? Let's get a little creative. Let's get wacky. And by wacky, I mean let's get really reasonable for a little bit. If you have no idea what this video is or like what it entails, you know, you'll get there. I'll start with a couple and then you'll catch on. So let's start with Sprigatito. We don't know anything for sure yet, but the most common predictions are Grass Dark or Grass Fairy, both of which I could see. I could see Fairy because it like leans into its cute side, or I could see Dark where it's just like cold and it's just like a dying plant. And Pokemon does this thing with their starters. You can especially see it in Sword and Shield. They have a physical sweeper, a special sweeper, and then one that's either or, but it's not really like, you know what I mean? Like you have Cinderace, you have Inteleon, but then you have Rillaboom, who's like he hits hard, but you know, he's a little slower, he's a little bulkier to compensate. Out of all of them, I think that Sprigatito will be our special sweeper, which looking at it, you can figure that out. It doesn't take a lot of brain power. It's not going to be the slow one. Look at Fuecoco. That being said, Fuecoco will be that Rillaboom Emboar type starter. Bro is not fast. If we had to guess what it was like stat-wise, I would say something similar to Rillaboom. It's not going to be quite as slow as an Emboar type starter, but Rillaboom I could see where it's slower than the other two starters, but it's manageable. It hits a little harder than both, and it's a little bulkier to compensate for its speed. However, the most common speculation for typing is Fire Ghost. If it is Fire Ghost, which for one is fucking cool, imagine like a special attack Rillaboom, and that's what we're dealing with as far as Fuecoco. So if that's your jam, that's your guy. And that leaves Quaxly, which we are believing to be Water Fighting or Water Dark, with a very strong belief in Water Fighting. I'm really gotta, like, we figured out the other two. This one's a literal fighting type. We know, you know, it's going to be our physical sweeper, right? So those are the easy ones. We got a special sweeper in Sprigatito, we got a physical sweeper in Quaxly, and we got our bulky guy, our bulky little baby in Fuecoco. So I hope all of that gives you an idea of what we're doing today. Let's say we look at some other dudes, because I'm forgetting a lot of their names. With an exception of Koraidon and Miraidon, you can kind of figure out, you know, they're both dragons. I mean, they're lizards, but, you know, I don't think they said that officially. I think we all just kind of accepted that they're dragons. Bro, look at them. Koraidon will be our fighting dragon. Miraidon will be our electric dragon. I feel like that's not really important playthrough-wise in most cases, but considering it looks like you're going to get these at the beginning of the game, get an idea of what you need. You want a special attacker? You might want to go Violet if you want to use a legendary on your team for whatever reason. Me, however, I'm not a bitch, so I'm not going to use, or Koraidon for that matter, because it, you know, Pokemon games are already easy. We're all adults playing a children's game at the end of the day. So I'm not going in order of release. We are instead going in order of whatever they have on the website, because it makes it easy for my stupid little brain. So the next one here, we have Titan. Look at him. Look at him. Bulky, ice type, physical attacker that actually has a pretty good choice of abilities. Really high potential in mind games here. Looking at its abilities, it has Thick Fat and Slush Rush. So this gives you options as to how you want to run your Titan. If it runs Thick Fat, you might want to go more tanky, because it reduces damage from ice type moves, which you're already an ice type, who cares? And fire type moves, which is one of your biggest, most prominent weaknesses, right? Or alternatively, if you want your boy to shine, if you want your little whaley boy to shine, get Hail, run Slush Rush, max out attack, get an adamant one, go crazy. Great and competitive, but I think for an actual playthrough, I honestly think that Thick Fat's where it's at. You might as well just have a bulky boy. The only thing worse than fighting new players online is the AI in the game already, so you might as well just get Thick Fat. Next we have Fido. This is the one that I am the least confident in. So I apologize in advance, or I guess you could just not use it, so I don't apologize, fuck you. One of my favorite generations that we can all agree gets too much flack, or that we can all agree is the worst generation, is Black and White. I love Black and White. On my team, I had one Pokemon that stood out. I had one boy that stood out. I had one good boy that stood out for the entire game. I'm hoping that this hints at it, but it's not like a pun or anything. It's not like an inside joke we all know. I'm talking about Lillipup. We're so used to how garbage our Route 1 rodents are that by the time we got Black and White and I saw Lillipup on the first route, I was like, okay, I think this guy's onto something. I got him, he evolved, he got a mustache. It was weird. He evolved into a mustache. He just turned into a mustache, and it was more weird, but I loved him so much. Stoutland is so good. So again, I might be completely wrong about this. I'm really hoping that Fido is something like a Stoutland in the end. He could just be, fast fairy sweeper, make everybody happy, right? Or you can make him a little chunky, give him Stoutland stats, make him a good boy. That's what I'm hoping for, and the only alternative I could think of is maybe Stoutland stats, but leaning more towards special attack. That's all I have for Fido. Moving on. Next we have Lechonk. Let's look at his abilities, see what we got. So Lechonk's in a weird place for me because I already used up what I originally assumed Lechonk to be before the newest trailer. As soon as I saw it, I thought this is going to be it. This is going to be our Stoutland type, normal type. The normal type, that's not the shitty normal type at the beginning, right? Seeing Fido, I might just be too eager, but I feel like that's going to be a Stoutland type because I really don't see him as, our last dog was Bolton. I really don't see him as a Bolton type dog, He doesn't seem fast. Yamper's not fast, I know, but I don't know. I feel like, he's made of yeast, bread rises and all that. I think he's going to be a little chunky. He's going to be a little fairy Stoutland, which is cute, just thinking about it. With a little smile on my stupid little face. So that's the only one that I'm struggling with now, because I don't feel like it's going to be our Stoutland. Wait. I think I got it. The Chonk's not a rodent. You encounter him early. I think that he's going to be our big, bulky Stoutland normal type, right? Could it be possible that Fido is the same thing, but you just swap attacking defense with special attacking defense? Lechonk's not even a dog, and he's already captured my heart as one of the best boys, which is actually unheard of in personal experience. He's not a dog. Well, there we go. I didn't know what to do with Lechonk, but I guess that'll do. Tell me if you think differently. Next is Paul D and Whooper. Pooper, if you will. Pooper best boy. Pooper is adorable. I am so happy that exists. Not going to spend too much time on him because I don't feel like he's going to be a alternate evolution kind of Pokemon. Could be totally wrong, considering he's the only one they've shown so far. Personally, I don't think so. And here's why. Think back to the last game. Not Sword and Shield, but think of Legends Arceus. So I'm imagining a Pooper evolution in the same vein as a Hisuian Sneasel. Sneasler is great. It made me a little uncomfortable, not gonna lie, but it's grown on me. I had it on my team in Legends Arceus, and it became one of my favorite members throughout that whole playthrough. And all they really did was take Weavile, change some stats around by +5, -5, gave it a new typing, and they called it a day. I feel like they're gonna do the same thing with Pooper. It could just be Paldea and Quagsire. I really don't think they're gonna do that. I think this is going to be a new evolution. Hopefully it leans more into the Axolotl aesthetic that's already there, but I don't think it's going to be a Quagsire. The abilities is where we get funky. First things first, we don't know if it's going to have Unaware. Great for competitive, but we just have no idea if it's going to be Unaware. But its other abilities, so far, that's, it's not the meat and potatoes, but it's a good little appetizer. One of them is Poison Point. You have a chance of, when someone makes contact with you, you poison them. Good ability. Everybody rocks with some poison. Give it a little bit of DOT. Give them a little bit of dot. The other ability, dare I say, the huge ability, for me at least, Water Absorb. The Whooper line changing from Water Ground to Poison Ground means that there is a brand new weakness to water type moves. With Water Absorb, not only do you heal, but you effectively are immune to one of your new weaknesses, which, it cancels it out, but it's better than an immunity in that you heal. That's huge. It could just be me, but I love abilities like that. I like my Water Absorbs, my Volt Absorbs, my Sap Sippers. Not all of those heal, but, Those are my favorite. I like those. I like those a lot. Sometimes abilities just need to be simple. We don't need a crazy ability. We don't need everything to be age/. We just need you to make a good game freak. I just need you to do this one little thingy for me. In summary, if you want Wooper, expect a Wooper. It's just gonna be a little dirtier than usual. Pommy. Imagine Pikachu. There you go. There has been speculation because Pommy has... Oh, my phone just fell off my bed. So there has been a little bit of speculation on this. There is the tiniest chance that Pommy is electric fighting. And by chance, I mean it has as big of a chance as Pommy being mono electric and any other dual typing. Look, so it's not a strong theory, right? But you look at its entry and that's when you realize those things on its palms, you know, they're not just for boxing, right? They're kind of like the I forget what they're called, but it's the clear. It's those. I completely blanked on what that's called. Might be your double battle type support Pikachu clone. As far as the actual Pikachu cloneness of itself, I think it is the weakest one. That's another topic in and of itself. But, you know, to keep it brief, I don't know. It has like a big body instead of a big head, but its eyes are too big for its head, but its eyes are positioned weirdly to where it doesn't have a big forehead. So everything just looks off about Pommy. I can't get behind Pommy. I can't. Ever since Mimikyu, I was like, this thing is awesome. I'm going to keep at least one variation of Pikachu clone on my team. And I think this is the generation that's going to change that. So thank you, Pommy. You freed me. You freed me from these shackles. We've made it to our final boy, Smoliv. This one might be a little bit of a reach. I think I have an idea of what this thing will be, but you know, I'm just gonna make sure I'm not tweaking real quick. I think there are two possible options for Smoliv. The normal type, not gonna lie, it threw me off. Grass normal is really weird, but I think this is it, right? There are two possible archetypes for Smoliv. The one that is most obvious to me is kind of a Whimsicott or Lilligant. Not super strong, but great for support in doubles. Hi, Brutus. Hi, you're shaking in my video, pal. Hi, I'm not mad at you. You're so cute. You're so cute. Don't do it again. Because look at the little guy. Put him next to Lilligant. And I don't know, I can't see it, but I can see it, you know? You know how like Bounce Sweet looks nothing like Serena, but like you can see it? That's what we're talking about. And the second thing that Smoliv could be, right, is a Serena type. Hear me out. It could just be my love of actually using Serena in battle, or maybe just my love towards grass types in general. This message was left by Sprigatito Gang. But even though grass is a horrible offensive type, I absolutely love grass sweepers. It's everything that I wanted Rillaboom to be, and I still picked Rillaboom because I'm an idiot before he had Grassy Surge. So, you know, there's that. Now I'm proud to be a Rillaboom fan for whatever that's worth, I guess. Let's take a gander at Serena's stats here, make sure I'm not stupid. So if you look at Serena's stats, don't, because if you look at it, you'll think, why the fuck does this guy like using Serena? I like Serena because I don't know. Legs? Plants? Mommy? She has good enough speed for a playthrough. It's not good, but you know, it's good enough, right? She has surprisingly good defenses for what she looks like. Her attack's pretty good, not gonna lie. Her attack is a lot better than I thought it would be. Wow. But Smoliv doesn't look like a fighter. It doesn't. That's why I'm thinking Smoliv can be Serena, but with special attack. So I thought Lechonk was the hard one. I think Smoliv might be the hard one, because usually for these I go off of abilities. Like, even though you could tell Titan is going to be your bulky kind of physical fighter guy, Titan could be anything, and we know nothing about this Pokemon, right? You can kind of tell just based off of their abilities that Titan is either supposed to be used as a tank or a surprise sweeper with Slush Rush. Smoliv gets Early Bird. I'm not even like a professional theorizer, but I don't know what the fuck to do with that. So Smoliv could be your kinda slow, kinda bulky special attacker. There's a bunch more chances for actual stats to be given. Unfortunately, if we do get those, it'll be leaks. Stay away from leaks. Leaks are bad for you. You want to go big and strong. You can't look at leaks. Damn, babe, are you leaking right now? A normal person would say, I hope any of this was helpful to you, right? But the game literally isn't out yet, so I don't think any of this was helpful at all. I think I just made it more confusing. So I'm just gonna like run through it. We're just gonna like speed run everything. Sprigatito may be our special attack sweeper starter. Fuecoco will serve as our slower, bulkier, possibly special attacking starter. Quaxley, physical sweeper through and through. Look at him. I know it. I can tell. Koraidon, bike. Miraidon, also bike. Cetitan, slow, bulky, physical powerhouse. Could be used as a surprise sweeper. Fido and Lechonk. Special good boy. Physical good boy. Wooper. Palmy. You didn't want me to answer those, did you? And Smoliv, maybe also Mommy. Mommy? Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked the video. If you did like the video, be sure to leave. Bye.